О, красота!
It was another sleepless night for so many in Ukraine. Homes in multiple cities across the country were left burning and broken in the largest Russian missile and drone attack of the war so far.
Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, just told Donald Trump, the US president, NATO, European leaders to fuck off. Do you know that Putin was nearly assassinated few days ago? Listen to this first before I come back.
Yeah, I'll give you an update. I'm not happy with what Putin's doing. He's killing a lot of people, and I don't know what the hell happened to Putin. I've known him a long time, always gotten along with him, but he's sending rockets into cities and killing people. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Peace and power. Greetings, family, and welcome to GhanaPlusTv, your digital home for the African voice. This isn't just a content, it is our narrative, our struggles, our victories. This is truly told by us, for us. If you stand with Africa, if you want the real stories, you are exactly where you need to be. If you stand with Africa, if you want the real stories, you are exactly where you are now. Hit the subscribe button, like and share. Let your voice to be heard in the comment section. Let's get into it, family.
Breaking news. Pay close attention to this very well. If you love your life, if you love Africa, if you love freedom, and you are expecting to see freedom, pay close attention to what I'm about to share with you. Pay close attention. There is a plan to make sure that Africa never regain their freedom. About a day ago, the president of Russia was attacked. One of the main reasons is because he's showing interest in discolonizing Africa and reinforcing Africa's sovereignty and freedom. And that is against the colonial masters. As at April 2025, when Ibrahim Traore made a decision to disconnect from the colonial masters and to eliminate all forms of distractions, which is the first step towards freedom. You must eliminate any form of distraction if you want to succeed. You must cut off, delete, block every form of distraction. France was becoming a distraction to the new vision that Captain Ibrahim Traore has found. So he decided to cut off from France. Offense number one is that disconnection. Forming a new alliance with world power was another offense. As at April, you see Russia sending troops to Burkina Faso. You see North Korea sending troops to Burkina Faso. You see China sending troops to Burkina Faso. And this indicates separation, total dominance, and separation from the West. Listen, if Africa don't take time, it will become a war zone. God forbid. Don't think that external power can save Africa. Africa must prepare to defend Africa. There are things that they want to promote in Africa to keep Africa under bondage forever. I won't be able to share every single thing, but I will just hint you up. They want to keep installing leaders that focuses on immediate gain. Leaders without foresight, insight. Those who glorify temporary gain, pleasures, and survival. Those who lack foresight. Those who will never think of innovation or strategic planning. They will want to continue to install people with vulture mentality. Those who want to bring down others so that they can look significant. Those who promote selfish leadership, scavenging rather than building. Those who breed corruption, betrayals, and underdevelopment. Those whose mind has stopped working for the betterment of Africa. These are the people that want in power. But we all know that such leadership cannot take us to the next phase of continental greatness. Africa is blessed with over 30% of the world's natural resources, yet remain impoverished. What we need now, there are three basic, most important things that we must do as Africans. We must eliminate every form of distraction. Whoever is not in support of the sovereignty of Africa must be blocked, avoided, discarded for the meantime. Number two, that we must do this. We must separate ourselves, isolate ourselves, only partner with those who are interested in the vision that we have for Africa and Africans all over the world. We have to do this for 2 to 3 years so we can consolidate our own power. And during this period, Africa leaders, sons and daughters, must learn to maximize the talent, the gift, the power within the continent of Africa, home and abroad. What I mean is, we have people who are gifted, willing to serve Africa, to support Africa, to give back to Africa. They are Africans. They are back in Africa and some are in the diaspora. We must look for them, search for them. We must build Africa by Africans. When we do this for 3 to 5 years, or between 1 to 3 years, you're going to see a major shift in all sectors of Africa. Because those who love Africa and they are willing to give every information, to train, to bring the best to Africa, these are the people that Africa truly needs at the moment. And number 3 is to promote the value that actually elevate Africa. We want to promote anything, everything that got to do with the value that we believe in Africa. Listen, more attacks are coming. Cyber attacks. A lot of things are going to be sent mysteriously to Africa. People are going to be bribed with all kinds of things. Sons and daughters of Africa, be careful of greed. You will sell your destiny and your future if you are not careful about money. Things will be given to you that look like it's going to save you. But if you are not careful, you will destroy your future. If you love Africa and you want the best for Africa, I want you to share this. Leave me a comment in the comment section. There are more things that will be revealed in months to come. I will spill them out when the time is due. I am the voice of the continent. I love Africa. I will serve Africa. I'm alive for Africa. And Africa must be great. Share this, subscribe, and follow immediately. We must build.
The war in Ukraine is not going to end anytime soon. Sad thing to say, but that is the reality. If you were thinking the war would end soon, you need to think again, because everything had escalated today, the 26th of May 2025. Yesterday, Ukraine launched over 150 drones into Russian Federation, mainly targeting Moscow. Ukraine tried to test and to break the air defense layers of Moscow. Russia claimed they shut down all 150 drones. In retaliation, Russia launched 355 drones and I think about 20 missiles into Ukraine. We saw everything that happened during the attack. Ukraine claimed they shut down 288 drones and 9 missiles. Now, it's not about who launched the biggest drone attack or who shut down the most. Even regardless that these drones are shut down, they still fall and still cause damages. That is what you need to understand. But today, the 26th of May, 2025, everything escalated, badly. France, UK, Germany, and apparently the United States had lifted all restrictions on their weapon Ukraine has, which means Ukraine can now target up to 450 miles deep into Russia with any weapon from France, Germany, or UK, or the United States. That is a massive escalation. Russia had called a security meeting immediately in the last hour. What was discussed in that security meeting? They kept it secret. That is not good. That is not good. Why some of you might be happy that, yes, they gave Ukraine the authority and the permission to strike deep inside Russia. That is not a good news. Even though it sounded or it sounds like a good news, it is not. The president of Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, made a statement not long ago. He said, hammer Ukraine, bombard Ukraine, make them suffer. Donald Trump called him crazy. He said he's going to show the world crazy. This is really interesting, guys. And like I said, this war is not going anywhere yet. The escalation had just started. We know and we saw what happened previously when United States gave the authorization for Ukraine to use the IMARS system into Russian Federation. We saw the action Russia took, some drastic action, but thank God they stopped. But now we have 5 top European countries actively in a war situation with Russia. Germany, France, UK, and they claimed United States. Obviously, you know that United States would have been, informed. They would have given the green light, because if the United States says no, who is Germany? Who is France? Who is UK to give that authorization? So Donald Trump must have said yes to it. That is a fact. Whichever way you look at it, Donald Trump must have given the green light. The German government announced they will be giving Ukraine extra 120 Tarios missiles, which has a range of about 350 miles, I think about 450 kilometers. Let's wait and see what comes through. Russia have already won. The first time I actually saw a map of the areas within Russian Federation that the longest range missiles given to Ukraine can reach. And I think it's about, like I said earlier, it's about 400 miles into Russia. Russia had already done the plan, they've done the map, they've circled the danger areas where these missiles can reach or hit. And it is going to be a game changer. Something, I don't want to keep being negative, but if you have a good sense of reasoning, if you're with your senses and you've been following this conflict and you've been following me, seeing the kind of stuff I post, you will know that Russia is going to do something really bad. Russia is going to prove these people wrong yet once again. This is the last straw, by the way. If you think of it, this is the last straw they've pulled, and it will be interesting how Russia respond to this. I don't want to throw any words out here, but let's just wait and see what happens next. That is the news. Everything had escalated. Today, the 26th of May, 2025. Germany, France, UK, and the United States are giving Ukraine the authority. No limit, no restrictions on striking deep inside Russia with the weapon they are given. What do you have to say? Leave a comment. I don't know which side. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Is that good news for Ukraine, or do you think that is bad news? I'd like to hear from you.